Oh, wow. Hey! Today we're going to be doing a spin the wheel May TBR video. I have my wheel here that I will be putting up on the screen when I spin it. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. I'm only going to choose 5 books because I normally read around 3 or 4, but in all honesty I don't have that much on my TBR, so I'm keeping it at 5 books. But I will say I also plan on reading Funny Story by Emily Henry this month, so that is a 6th book that is technically on my TBR. Okay, first spin. Okay. So The Odyssey by Homer. This is a Waterstones cloth-bound edition that I bought ages ago, and I have realised that this is going to be a background read for me over, you know, a couple months. Whenever I spin the wheel, I will read 2 or more chapters if I'm up for it, but 2 chapters each time. To contextualise this, I've been reading The Odyssey for like a year. I'm only 84 pages in. So this is written by the Greek poet Homer. Odysseus is the king of Ithaca and he's trying to get home after 10 years from the Trojan War. Well, I've only read 84 pages, so I've mostly been following his son Telemachus and all of the strife in Ithaca at the minute. But the book takes place in the middle of the story, so we only see the final 6 weeks of Odysseus being lost. I really wanted to read The Odyssey for years and years and years. So I picked it up ages ago, decided, oh, I'll give that a read. But I've decided that it's just a book that I have to read in the background. I can't give my full attention to, which is okay. So I'm doing 2 chapters at a time every time I spin the wheel. So I'm on part 7 right now, and I will finish on part 10, which is page 124. So yeah, I have been enjoying it, but as I said, it needs to be a background read for me, something that I pick up every now and again, just because I like more light-hearted reads normally, and you have to concentrate on this quite a lot. So yeah, I'll be reading a couple of chapters of this in May. Next book. Okay, Before Your Memory Fades. This is Before Your Memory Fades by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. This is the 3rd book in the Before the Coffee Gets Cold series. I have read the first 2, but the first 2, and I'm assuming this one as well, are short stories of a magical cafe where if you sit in a certain seat you can travel back in time, but there are a lot of rules and stipulations. For example, you have to come back to the future before your coffee gets cold. I quite enjoy these books. They are very short, you can fly through them, but in all honesty, I enjoyed the first one a lot more than the second one. The second one I only ended up giving 2 stars, so I hope this one is a bit better. They are very sweet stories, some of them are very sad stories. I have cried while reading these books. And I know there is definitely a 4th book of this. I'm not sure if I'll be picking it up. I might just end the series here. But if I really enjoy this one, who knows, maybe I'll pick it up. So Before Your Memory Fades is only 239 pages, which I think is a lot bigger than the other ones. The other ones are like 190 pages, I think. So I am excited. 3rd book on my May TBR is Far From the Madding Crowd. Okay, looks like we're doing a lot of classics today. Well, classics and Greek mythology. I've also just realised that I've not been taking the ones that I've chosen off the wheel, and that is going to really bug me. I guess I'll start doing it now, but the other ones are still there. So this is Far From the Madding Crowd by Thomas Hardy. This is another of the Waterstones cloth-bound classics that I bought. It is ruined. I spilled squash on my windowsill, absolutely annihilated it, and I was so upset. It was once beautiful. I have also read some of this, and I really did enjoy it, and I'm really excited to get back into it. I don't entirely remember why I stopped reading it. I think I just probably wasn't in the mood for a classic at that point, but I remember really enjoying the story, so I'm really excited to get back into it. So this book is about a farmer called Gabriel Oak, and he is so obsessed, so in love with a woman called Bathsheba, I think is how you pronounce her name. But something happens to his farm, and then later on we see Bathsheba inherit her uncle's farm and employ Gabriel Oak to work at her farm. That is all I will say on this book. I really am enjoying it. So at the minute I'm on page 126, but I will go back and reread this book just to get in the mood again, because I did really enjoy it when I picked it up, so I'm really excited to read this actually, and I think it's a perfect time to finish this. So the fourth book that the wheel will choose for us is Throne of Glass! Oh my gosh! Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas. Ah, that rhymes. So I'm currently recording my April wrap-up, where I did say that I'd read Assassin's Blade in April. Yes, I started with Assassin's Blade. I will talk a little bit more about this book there, so you guys can get my opinion on it. But I'm so excited to read Throne of Glass. I really enjoyed Assassin's Blade, and I've heard this is fantastic. I don't know what else to say, I'm really excited for it. It is a fantasy book which follows Selena Sardothian. In Assassin's Blade, we find out that the magic in the lands is no more. So I assume this is going to be brought up a lot in here. Selena Sardothian is an assassin. She's only young, I think she's 18 in this book. And in this book she makes a deal with a prince where she has to compete with other assassins for her freedom. I am so excited for this book, honestly. I can't wait to start reading it. I will definitely be reading this in May, and if I don't, you can smite me because I am so excited for it. Anyway, let's spin the wheel again. Okay, The Cruel Prince. So this is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, and it's the first of the Folk of the Air series. I'm going to read this on my Kindle. I know that lots of people adore this series. So this book is a young adult fantasy, and it's a story about the Fae realm. It follows a mortal called Jude, and I'm pretty sure it's a coming of age book as well. I'm going to see what the ratings are on Goodreads actually, I'm really curious. So this is a 4.05 average rating on Goodreads. And from what I have heard about this book, I've heard that it focuses more on the devious, deception side of the Fae. And just reading the last line of the book description on Goodreads, it says, Jude will need to risk her life in a dangerous alliance to save her sisters and Fae itself. So I'm excited, I'm cautious, just because I don't have much prior knowledge. It's got a lot of 5-star reviews, it's got a lot of love, so it must be good, and I'm really excited to get into it. And that's it, guys. These are my 5 books of May, along with funny story for my TBR. I'm super excited to get through all these books this month, see how many I get through. If you guys have any other suggestions of what you'd like me to read, please let me know, because I am in desperate need of some suggestions. Thank you guys so much. Bye!